The Lost Ways is a survival guide written by survival expert and prepper Claude Davis. Claude says his grandfather survived terrible famines in Ukraine as a child, and from this learned important survival skills. Unfortunately, when he died, Claude's grandfather took many of these survival secrets to his grave with him. His grandfather's death inspired Claude to gather all the information he could on survival in order to ensure that we never forget the skills our ancestors used to survive. Claude compiled all this information into an easy-to-follow guide, and this is how The Lost Ways was born. Click the link in the description below this video for details. In general, it can be said that The Lost Ways contains valuable knowledge from experts in many different areas related to survival. For example, in this guide you'll learn tricks that sheriffs used on the western frontier to defend their towns, how to build an underground shelter like the Native Americans used to, how to save ammunition, how to make poultices and medicines, and even how to make long-lasting foods from simple ingredients. Many of the skills contained in the Lost Ways book are essential survival skills. Claude Davis explains that thanks to modern conveniences, society has forgotten how to survive without electricity or refrigeration or any number of other technologies. In the case of a natural disaster or collapse of civilization, most people would be completely helpless. Learning the skills taught in the Lost Ways could save your life someday, not to mention make you a valuable resource as one of the few people who knows how to survive in a bad situation. Part of the fun of the Lost Ways is that it helps to preserve history in a way. These skills were once part of everyday life, but now have been almost entirely lost to time. By reading The Lost Ways and learning the survival skills of our ancestors, you'll be preserving their way of life for future generations. Another really cool thing about The Lost Ways is that it wasn't written just by Claude Davis himself. Claude consulted with dozens of experts, who personally wrote sections of the book. Each is an expert in some field related to survival and could probably write a whole book on their own. By compiling the knowledge of many different experts into one book, The Lost Ways becomes an extremely valuable resource. The Lost Ways book comes with a 60-day money-back guarantee. This is unusual for a guide like this, as you can't exactly return any knowledge you gain from it. However, if you decide within the first 60 days after purchasing the guide that it wasn't useful to you, or you just didn't like it for any reason, Claude Davis promises you can get your money back. Overall, The Lost Ways is a unique survival guide that offers readers the opportunity to learn skills that few people in the world know. Click the link in the description below this video for details.